Welcome to Fret Not. My name's Rob.
My name's Colton, and welcome back to the High Gain series, where we are revisiting the Vola OZ AP Supernova.
Man, that thing's nice. But, you know, I'm a sucker for a white guitar.
Right.
I don't have many painted guitars, but if I'm going to have a painted guitar, it's going to be white.
Yeah.
So we got this guitar probably 10 months ago, and there is another initial review on the channel that you could go watch, but this is a revisit. We think this guitar is very important for people to see. We don't have an affiliation. We're not going to give you a link. You need to know about this. If you're in the guitar market, it is above the price of a pure entry level, but it is below the price of a pure custom.
Mm-hmm.
So it really fits a gap. And if you do your homework on this guitar, you're really going to be surprised what you get for your money.
I agree.
So Vola is a company out of Japan, and it's ran by a long-term luthier. I think he's been in the business 25 years or so. And if you know anything about Japanese luthiers, they can be just, you know, perfection on what they do, and not to take anything away from any other, you know, luthier or company, no matter where they are. But stuff out of Japan, if it's not just base model, you expect a higher bar from these people, and you get a higher bar. Mm-hmm. So what we're going to do is we'll go over some specs in this real quick. We're going to let you hear a new updated version of the mix. And we're going to come out and talk price point, how you get it, where you get it, how long it took to get it, all the pertinent information. And do yourself a favor, man. Look into this company. This is kind of a mid to high range for them. They do have less expensive guitars, and I believe you can go on the internet anywhere and just search Vola review, and you're probably going to hear the same thing you're going to hear from us today, regardless of the price. Okay, so this is an Oz body style, and it's a AP Supernova. And to give you a quick update on how we did this, they put out a deal on their website to where this was coming soon for a couple of weeks, and they gave a date and a time, and I was sitting there just like I would if I was trying to buy a graphics card or a new game or something, and 10 minutes before midnight when it was supposed to go live, it actually popped up on their site. So like I said in the first video, nobody has disputed it. I believe we bought the very first one.
Very well may have.
And the gentleman that this is, the artist that this is kind of built around, he messaged us and said, I was wondering who got the first one. So we think we got the first one. So let's just run over some specs real quick, and then we're going to talk about the guitar, and then we're going to let you hear it in a mix. So this has got a roasted maple neck. It has Gotoh Locking Tuners. It's a 25/5 scale. It has a tusk nut. Mm-hmm. It has 24 stainless steel frets that are polished, leveled, no crazy fretting. I mean, just perfection. And I've said it for almost a year on this channel. I compare guitar necks to that neck. Yeah. That is a monster of a neck. It's a thin C profile. And it's a bolt-on, but still, honestly, out of everything I've played and everything we own, it's got to be in the top couple of necks. You know what I mean? It's just that good. It's so small and out of your way, and it's just like, what's that word? Butter?
Butter. Margarine. Smooth.
So, okay, so this has all the nice contours. You know, you reach over with the arm contour. It has the contours in the back. This comes with an Evertune F-style bridge. And you're really going to be surprised on price point when I tell you all this. It has two of their pickups, and I believe the neck is a VHC. And, man,
bottom one is an ice or something like
Fire
that?
ice.
Fire ice.
So it's their own pickups. And when I bought the guitar, I thought, man, we'll change those pickups and put some bare knuckles in it. But man, we've had this guitar for 10 months. I wouldn't touch them pickups.
No,
they're really
fine.
good. Yeah, they're really good. It has a single volume. It has a 3-way switch and a kill switch, if you didn't notice that.
Yep.
So what we're going to do right now, before we give you our overall impressions, is we want to let you hear this guitar. It's still stock. Now, it has an Evertune on it. Those are the original strings from 10 months ago. And we have a lot of guitars, so obviously we don't play them all every single day. But we picked this up after a few months of not touching it today, still in tune. You know what I mean? Of course, it's an Evertune. But we're going to talk all about that in a minute. But the first thing we want to do is let you hear this in a mix.
Yep.
We'll be right back. Okay, we're back. You got to hear it in a mix, a new updated mix. So the mix I played on it, you could go back and watch that. It was more of a kind of a rock mix, maybe heavier style rock, but rock. And we wanted something to show you a little bit more of what this guitar can do.
Yeah.
And man, I'm just, it's, okay, I'm going to make a statement and you're going to hate me. We don't get a dime. I don't care if you buy 1,000 of these. It doesn't matter. But I would never trade a single guitar or sell a single guitar that I own. But if I had one guitar and I only had one guitar, I'm not saying I would pick the Vola, but if the Vola is all I had, I'd be perfectly fine.
Like if you woke up one morning and you were robbed and this was the only one
well,
left
right?
over.
And I mean, of course, I'd want my insurance company to pay for the guitars, but at the same time,
at least I got my Vola.
I got my Vola. I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
So you've been playing it. You played this live, but when we first got this guitar, you hogged it all the time.
It was a lot of fun to play on. I mean, it's like you said, it's got the kill switch and.
Oh, and we didn't say it in the earlier specs. I should have. That's an actual Ebony Fretboard. So, all right. So here's what you do: is you get on Vola's website and you order the guitar. They are a Japanese company, but these are stored and or shipped out of Hong Kong, China. You know, Japan's kind of a little island on the side, and a million billion things come out of the Hong Kong port. So that's where they're shipping them out of, or it was at the time of purchasing this. I believe we waited 6 days to get this guitar. Not too bad. From Hong Kong. So that was really cool. They were fast as soon as we ordered it. They had it, set up to go. It comes in a really super nice, cushiony gig bag with all kinds of pockets. It's one of the better gig bags I've ever seen. The guitar inside the gig bag is wrapped in a bag. The gig bag is wrapped in plastic. The gig bag is put in a box, an oversized box, and then they put these cardboard inserts down the inside of the box to support the bag. So technically, it cannot move. Yeah. And they shipped it to us, and it was still, obviously it's an Evertune, but it was still in tune all the way from Hong Kong.
Hence the name.
Right?
Evertune.
Just do yourself a favor. So this guitar at the time, 10 months ago, was $1,550. And at that time, they had a 5% coupon code on their website. So we got it shipped from Hong Kong to us for $1,477.
That's not bad.
Now, let's just go back over something. That Evertune bridge, F-style, they've become a lot more popular, but at the time of making that guitar, they were probably $350, $400 for that bridge.
Yes.
And then this has 24 stainless steel frets. They're all polished, leveled, everything we said. It has a real ebony fretboard, a roasted neck, maple neck. Those two pickups are fantastic for everything from rock to metal. Now, they will clean up. We don't play a lot of clean stuff, and I don't put a lot of clean stuff on here because it is what it is. It's got Gotoh Locking Tuners on it. And if you can't see it in this video, that white is pristine, and that black binding around the guitar really makes this like a very high-class guitar.
Just makes it pop.
Now, these pickups, the VHC and the, what was it called?
Fire Ice.
The Fire Ice. These are active pickups from Vola, so you do have the battery pack on the back. The cutouts, we searched this guitar for a month before we did a review, and there's not a single anything on this guitar. It is Japanese luthier perfection. So what we're trying to say on this, if you're looking at an Ibanez Prestige, if you're looking at a Gibson Custom, whatever, if you're looking at an ESP2, you're probably going to be in that $2,000 to $2,500 to $3,000 market. And I guarantee you, I said this on the first video, I could set you down and blindfold you right now and you not know what you're playing, and I could put all those guitars in the hand and you'd pick that, not even knowing it. And it's $1,500 because the Gibson's not going to have, and I don't think any of them have stainless steel frets, but the Gibson's not going to have disappointments. The Ibanez isn't. The ESP isn't. So just do yourself a favor, man. Check this company out. I think they have guitars down around $800-900. And the quality stays the same on these. Now, some of the appointments might be different. This is a company to watch. Years ago, these guitars were much higher, and this company revamped itself and lowered its prices. I know $1,550 is still high, but I'm telling you what, that competes at anything $3,000.
Yeah.
That's an amazing guitar. And they have a few different models and stuff, colors and stuff. And they even have one of these that's a couple $100 higher that's got a true Floyd Rose on it. You know what I mean?
Nice,
or a Gotoh. I think they have Gotoh.
Yeah.
510 or whatever. Trims on the back. Just very professional guitars.
Yep.
So I hope you enjoyed this revisit. Just to show you something about this, we're going to try to do this with a few guitars. So after having this almost a year, I would buy this again blindfolded 50, 100 times.
Yeah, it plays really nice. And the kill switch, you know, even though I'm not very creative with it, it's a lot of fun to play around with.
Yep. All right, guys, listen, we're humbled by you. We appreciate you. And make sure you stay tuned to the channel. Go out and get on our memberships. Hit our super thanks button. Everything that comes into our channel does one thing, and it allows us to buy these guitars to show you. And it allows us to buy guitars on our entry-level series to give to you. All right, guys, we appreciate you. And until next time.
Stay tuned.